Let's start arriving in the room. Closing the eyes for a couple of minutes, seconds, and feeling the mat, contact with the mat and the contact with the ground. Feeling your breath. And feeling your whole body. And then gently open the eyes and start stretching out. And sidewards also. And bring the arms down, start moving the shoulders. And forward. And then let's warm up the neck a little bit. Exhaling, bringing the chin to the chest. And inhale, bringing the head back. Stretching the throat. And then to the side, so exhale, letting the head fall to the side, feeling the stretch in the side of the neck. And inhale back to the middle and exhale, other side. And let's do some breathing techniques. We do the Kapalabhati, the cleansing breath. So we only exhale through the nose and we do not care about the inhale, it will happen automatically. And the way we exhale is we pull the belly in. And when the belly is pulled in, the air comes out. So I will demonstrate it once. So you actually pump from the belly. Let's do 2 rounds of it. So inhale normally and exhale. And then we inhale again and start pumping. And slow down. And breathe normally. Deep in and exhale. And prepare for a second round. Taking a normal inhale. And then start pumping. And slow down. And exhale. Fully and inhale. This technique is both energizing the body and cleansing respiratory organs. So good, let's start coming to a stand to warm up the hips. Moving the hips in circles. And in the other direction. And then moving on the toes and back. of times from the toes to the heels to warm up the feet, toes. And then we start moving one arm and the other, and both, and in the other direction. Good, and then the hands, spreading out the fingers. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, and then rotating the wrists. And in the other direction. And last thing is that we inhale and open the chest, bring the arms back as far as you can. And exhale, giving yourself a hug, becoming small. Inhale, opening. Exhale, hug. Good, okay, let's shake out a little bit. And maybe open the legs a little bit. And then to bend down with a straight back. Gently, starting to feel the stretch. And then rounding the back and rolling back up. Lengthening the spine. And then bending again down with a long spine. And when you come down, rounding the back. And coming back up. And the last time. Bending down. And then making the back round. And rolling up again. Great, let's come to the beginning of the mat to start with the sun salutations. So stand grounded with the feet together. And then we inhale, bringing the hands up, the palms together. And exhale, bending down, hands next to the feet. Inhale, long back. Exhale, step back or jump back. Knees, chin, chest down. And slide into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And we stay here for 5 deep in and exhales. With the long arms and the long back. You can start walking the heels to the mat. To stretch and warm up the calves. Keeping the spine straight. And then pushing both heels down, feeling the stretch in the entire back of the legs. And then look forward and prepare for a step or a jump back between the hands. Lengthening the spine, looking forward. Exhale, nose to the knees. And inhale up, lengthening palms together. Exhale, arms down. Good. Next round. Inhale up. Exhale, bend down with a straight back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, jump back, a step back. And if you want, you can come directly to the lower plank and slide into the cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And then look forward and jump or step back. Inhale, straighten the back. Exhale, nose to the knees. Inhale up, become long. Exhale, arms down. Next round, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, looking forward, straightening the back. Exhale, jump or step back. Lower plank. Cobra. Downward dog. Pushing the heels toward the mat. Looking forward, preparing for a jump or step back. Lengthening the spine. Exhale, nose to the knees. And inhale up. Exhale, round. One more round. A little bit faster if you want. Stepping back. Down. Cobra. Downward dog. Looking forward. Stepping or jumping. Lengthening the spine. Nose to the knees. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. We do a slight variation to stretch and twist a bit more. So inhale up, lengthening. Exhale, bending down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, step back. Jump back. Then coming down. Cobra. Downward dog. And then from here, we will bring the right foot between the hands. And straighten the left leg. And straighten the back. Pulling down a bit with the hips, stretching the hips. Still pushing backwards towards the heel. And then bringing the knee down and opening to the right side. Twisting the upper body. Opening the chest. And exhale down. Bringing the right foot back again to the plank. Bringing the knees down. Doing the cobra. The downward dog. And then repeat the same with the other side. So bringing the left foot between or close to the hands, wherever you can reach. Lengthening the right leg, straightening it. And trying to straighten the spine as much as possible, looking forward. Feeling also stretching the hips. The hips fall down. Continuing to breathe. And then bring the knee down and open to the left side with the upper body. Continuing breathing regularly. And exhaling, bringing the hand down. Bringing the right foot between the hands. Straightening the back, looking forward. Exhale, nose to the knees. And in and come up and lengthen. Exhale down. Good, we will do another variation of the sun salutation B. So again, standing in mountain position with straight active legs, belly in, chest out. And on the inhale, we come into the chair position. So we bend the legs, straighten the back, relax the shoulders, lengthen the arms. You can feel a bit where the weight is on your feet. Try to not push too much into the toes. See whether the entire feet can have some weight. One more deep in and exhale here. And then we bend down. Bring the hands next to the feet. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, jumping or stepping back into the plank. Coming down out of the plank. And inhale into the cobra, keeping the elbows close to the body, the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward dog. And this time just lift the right leg off the floor. Keeping the arms and the spine straight. Doing a stretch in the left leg. Keep the hips straight. And on the next inhale, bring the leg a bit higher and open the hips to the side. You can even bend the upper leg if you want a bit more gravity. Just be careful not to fall over them. We'll open the hips a bit more. Continue breathing. And exhale, bringing the hips down and bringing the foot between the hands, right foot. The left foot is going a bit sideways to give you more stability. And from there we come up into the warrior one. The front leg is bent, the knee above the ankle, and the hips are pointing forward. And exhale, bringing the hands down, bring the right foot back, coming to the plank and lower plank, cobra, into the downward dog, and we repeat the same with the other side. So first straighten your back and then lift the left leg off the mat. And on the next inhale, you may open the hips sidewards and bring the leg a bit higher. Or even bend it if that feels right. Feel both a stretch in the leg that is on the ground. And maybe in the hips. Just the upper parts of the legs. And exhale, bringing the hips down and the left foot goes between the hands. The right foot stabilizes sidewards. And then we inhale and push up into warrior one. Again, right hip also pointing forward. Relaxing the shoulders, straightening the arms. One more deep inhale, exhale. And bring the hands back down. Come back into the plank. Hold the plank for a moment, pushing backwards into the toes, into the heels. Holding the plank. Activating your core muscles, feeling your strength. If it gets too much, you can bring one knee down or both knees. Let's go into the side plank. You have two possibilities. I think you just turn to the right side and open, or you bring the left knee down and then open towards the side. And there you can still decide whether you want to keep this position or you want to bring the leg up, the hips up, keeping the belly muscles activated, long arms, long body. And exhale, coming back to the middle, into the plank. And then we do the same to the other side, either bringing the right knee down or directly turning sidewards. Keeping the balance, mainly in activating all the body muscles so that the body doesn't move. And the balance is not a problem. Easier said than done. Exhale back into the plank. And then we come down into the lower plank, into the cobra, into the downward dog. Taking a deep in and exhale here. See whether you can push the heels into the mat. Maybe bringing the feet a little bit more forward, pushing into the mat. And then looking forward, preparing for a jump or a step back. Lengthening the spine, looking up. Exhale, nose to the knees. Inhale, coming up into the chair. Straight spine. And exhale, arms down. Good. We do one last round, also with a variation. So we start the same way. Inhale, palms together, then chair. Only briefly. Relax the shoulders, straighten the spine. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, long spine, looking forward. Jumping or stepping back into the plank. Coming to the lower plank. Cobra. Elbows closed. Downward dog. And inhale, bringing the right foot between the hands. The left one goes a bit sidewards. Come up. First into the warrior one again. Feel the mat under your feet. And then we'll go to warrior two. So we'll bring the arms shoulders high, open them, and then we turn the body so the hips open sidewards. And look forward over your right hand. The knee stays bent. Focus is in front. The belly muscles stay activated. Breathing to belly and chest. The front knee is straight, pointing forward. Not collapse into a side. And then the exhale, we bring the elbow down on the knee. And the left arm goes over the head. Lengthening the body sidewards. Stretching the left side. And exhale, hands down. Right leg back into the plank. Come into the lower plank. Into the cobra, doing the vinyasa. Downward dog. And we repeat the same with the left leg. Bring the left leg between the hands. Pushing also into the right foot. Coming into the warrior one. Relaxing the shoulders. Hips forward. And then bringing the arms sidewards, shoulder high. Turning sideways, so opening the hips to the side. And looking over the left hand. Feel the strength of your legs. Feel the feet melting into the mat. And on the next exhale, bring the left arm on the knee and the right arm over the head, straightening, lengthening the right side. Breathing into the chest, relaxing the face. And bringing the hands down. Exhale, plank. Lower plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Pushing the heels down to the mat for last time. And then you look forward, inhale and prepare for a jump or a step back. Straightening the spine, looking forward. Exhale, nose to the knees. Inhale up, lengthening the spine. And coming to the chair for a last time. Making sure the back is straight. Pelvis is not out, but forward. And exhale. Very good. Shake out a little bit. And take a moment. Close your eyes. And feel the energy in your body. The changes. The effects of the sun salutations. Good, and we will continue with some balance. So you can choose to either do the tree position or the eagle. The tree means bringing the sole of the foot on the calf or higher up. I think everybody knows it by now. The eagle is a bit more complicated, wrapping the leg around the calf. Let's start standing first, fiercely on both feet. Feeling the weight distributed equally between all parts of the feet and pushing the big toes into the mat to ground ourselves. And then shift the weight to the right foot and lift the left. And either come to your tree position or straighten the left leg and wrap it around the right calf to bend down a little bit. Continue pushing into the right toe to keep the balance. And then once you're stable, you can bring up the arms, either just on top or in the eagle, bringing them into each other, actually starting with a hug and then opening the hands. And focusing on the point in front of you. 10, 9, 8, 7, activate your core muscles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring the arms down first and then the legs shaking out a bit. Deep inhale. Bring the feet together. Doing the same for the other side. First grounding the feet. And then moving the weight to the left foot. Bringing your right foot or leg in position. Pushing into the left toe. And when you're stable, also bring the arms up. When you're not stable, just leave the arms where they are. 10, 9, 8, use your breath. 7, to keep the balance. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Release the arms, release the legs, shake out. Taking a deep inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. And another one. Releasing any tension in the body. And let's come to do a backward bend. Bring the feet together. You can actually also leave them hip wide open. That's according to your preference. Bring the hands on the lower back. And then bringing the elbows together behind your back. As close as you can. You can feel your thumbs pushing into your spine, maybe massaging yourself a bit. The shoulders go down. And And on the next inhale, activate the belly muscles and then you bend back. Looking forward, you have to continue looking forward. The lower back is relaxed, the buttocks are relaxed. Pushing the elbows together behind your back. And on the next inhale, coming up again. Releasing the arms, and we will do a counter bend, the forward bend. And then come to sit on the mat for some further asanas in sitting position. So inhale, bring your arms up. And then from your hips, so from here, bring the pelvis out and bending forward. You can actually also do it with your hands and your hips as you wish. Bending forward with a straight back as far as you can. You can also bend your legs to keep the back straight, come down a bit further. And use your breath to go deeper. So inhale, straighten the spine. And exhale, bring your belly a bit closer towards your thighs. Let's take 5 inhale exhales here. And observe the flexibility of your body. Observe whether you can go a bit deeper. And then relax, bend the legs. And come to a sitting position. Shaking out the legs a little bit. And then once just straighten the legs and straighten the spine. Both as much as possible, bringing the toes up. You should probably feel a stretch in the legs. And just straightening the legs and straightening the back. And then bend your right leg, bring the foot inside or outside the knee. And preparing for the twist. Stabilizing with your right hand. Inhale, left arm goes up. And exhale. Turn to the right and twist your upper body. Again, use your breath to go deeper. Inhale to straighten the spine. Exhale to twist further towards the right side. One more deep inhale, exhale. And on the next exhale, come back. Change legs, shake out a bit if needed. Sit on your sitting bones, straighten your back. Inhale. And exhale, go to the twist. See whether you can twist a bit further. Your eyes can rest any further objects. To the left side. And exhale, coming back to the front, shaking out the legs. And going into the backward plank, bringing the hands behind, fingers pointing forward. And on the next exhale, bring the buttocks up, the soles of the feet on the mat, letting the head hang down. 3 in and exhales here. And then you down. And you counter bend forward, shaking out the shoulders. And then let's do another shoulder opener, but working with the legs at the same time. So bend your left leg, bring the knee forward, so the knee is pointing forward, still sitting on your shin bones as much as possible. And then bending the right leg and bringing the right knee above the left, straightening the spine. And then we will work on the right shoulder, bringing the arm up and grabbing the hands behind your back to open your shoulder. If you can't reach it, you can push the right elbow down with your hand. Breathe into the shoulder and breathe into your chest, also a chest opener. Lengthening the spine and pulling with your hands. One more deep inhale into the chest, fill it with air. Let it come out and exhale, release. Shake out the arms. And then either change the legs or come up and do the more artistic part, pushing into the feet and turning to the left side once around the clock to come back to a sitting position. The same sitting position, it's just that the legs have changed, so the right one is underneath and the left on top. Try to sit on your sitting bones as much as it's possible, straightening the spine, and then working with the left arm, grabbing it behind your back, grabbing the left hand with the right, and pulling and opening the chest, lengthening the spine, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. Breathing into the shoulder and breathing into the chest. And again, take a very, very deep inhale into the chest. Let it come out a bit more. And exhale, release arms, release the legs. Shake out a little bit. And you come to roll back on the mat. No, actually, let's do the boat position before to work on the belly muscles. So the hands go behind the back to stabilize. And on the next inhale, you bring the legs up, keeping the spine straight. And you can choose to stay in this position, or if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can hold it. You can either bring the arms to the front or even straighten your legs. Choose what's good for you this morning. Feel your belly muscles. You can even feel with your hands. It's always nice to see that they can work, that they get hard. And exhale, release. Rest for a moment. And prepare for a second round. Inhale, straight spine, legs up. You can lean a bit more backwards, so you can try out which position is good. Just keep the back and the spine straight. And exhale, release. Shake up the legs a bit around your back. And mentally prepare for one last round. When you're ready, on the inhale, bringing the legs up. Again, choosing what you do with your arms or with your legs. Relaxing your face muscles, bringing a smile on the face. And relax. Grab your knees and roll back onto your back. You may move a bit forward and backward to massage your spine, or sidewards, whatever feels right. And then bring your knees to your chest and the nose up to become a little package, as small as possible. And then bring the feet back on the mat, close to your buttocks. Straighten the spine, use your belly muscles to push the spine in the mat. Pelvis goes up. And on the next exhale, we let the knees pull outwards to open the hips. The soles of your feet touch each other. And let gravity work on your hips. Make sure that the spine stays on the mat as much as possible, activating your core muscles. And work with your breath, see whether on each exhale, legs can open a little bit more, hips can open a little bit more. And on the next exhale, bringing the knees together again. Bring the arms sidewards and letting the knees fall to the right, head to the left, spinal twist. The higher your knees are, the stronger is the spinal twist. Just taking a couple of breaths here. And then change into the other side. And back to the middle. Good. And then let's just bring, first of all, pushing the spine on the mat. Activating the belly muscles, straight spine, and then bring your legs up into the candle. Try to straighten them as much as possible. If they're straight, you can bring the toes down, flex the feet. Feel a stretch in the back of your legs. And let's stay here for 10 in and exhales. It's inversion. 9, 8, 7. Keep your spine on the mat, straighten the legs as much as possible. Each inhale, straighten them a bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And from here, let's go into the shoulder stand, bringing the knees up, the buttocks up, bringing the hands on the back of the lower back, and the elbows as close together as possible before lifting up the legs. You can also choose to stay in the candle or to relax on the mat. Flex your legs, Straight, but relax them. There's no tension, relax. The weight is on the shoulders and the elbows. Let's see whether you can come up a bit higher. Don't put pressure on the neck. And breathe deeply into your chest and your belly. Breathe more in and exhales here. And now you can choose to either go in flow for a moment, bringing the legs over your head, or to roll back on the mat. I'll do a quick short flow, showing how it works. If the toes touch the floor, you can release your arms and interlace your fingers. If not, it's better to continue supporting the back. It's an advanced position. If you're less familiar with yoga, it might seem a bit difficult, but everybody can get there. And then support your back to roll back onto the mat. Lengthen, straighten the legs, shaking them out a little bit. And let's go into the last position, fish. Bring the hands underneath the buttocks. Bring the feet together, long legs. And at the next inhale, we push into the elbows and lift the chest, bringing the chest out. It's a chest opener. Letting the head fall down. Breathing into the chest. Try to take 2 more inhales into your chest. Deep ones. And then lift your head. And on the exhale, lay back on the mat. Wrapping your knees. Bring them to the chest, becoming small. Rolling a bit from right to left. And then grab the outside of your feet with your hand. Open the legs and pull the knees to the floor. Happy baby. It's another chest opener. No, another hip opener. Try to pull your knees to the floor. Breathing to the belly and the chest. And then release. Continue pulling the right leg towards your chest. Releasing the left one on the mat. Pull the right knee very closely to your chest. And on the next inhale, try to straighten the leg. And grab your thigh to hold it. And play with your in and exhale. So on the inhale, straighten the leg a little bit more, feeling the stretch. And on the exhale, continue pulling it, the leg towards your chest. Just giving a really good stretch to the entire back of your leg. And exhale, release the leg on the mat. And grab the left, pulling the left knee towards your chest. And on the next inhale, straighten the leg as much as possible. And again, work with your breath to intensify and deepen the stretch. And exhale, release. Shake out your legs. And get ready for the final relaxation. You need to take some socks or pull over the slope. I will take some socks. And then lay down in Shavasana on the back. The legs slightly open. The feet falling outwards. Palms of the hands facing the ceiling. Let's take a deep inhale into the belly and the chest. And exhale through the mouth, releasing all the tension that's left. And another one, inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Sinking into the mat. And start relaxing your entire body. Relax your toes, your feet, your legs, your buttocks, your belly and chest. Relax your shoulders, your arms. Relax the hands, all the 10 fingers, and completely relaxed. Relax your spine, the pubic bone up into the neck. Relax the neck. Relax your throat. Relax your head, your forehead, your jaws, your tongue, even your eyes and your eyeballs. Completely relaxed. Enjoy the state, enjoy the silence for a couple of minutes until I bring you back. Slowly bring your attention back in the room. Feel the space you're lying in. And aware of the sounds around you. Feel the mat underneath your body. Take a deep inhale into your body. And then bring your left hand onto your heart. See whether you can feel your heartbeat. And turn over the right side. Relax onto your side for a moment. Whenever you're ready, support yourself to come back to a sitting position. Your eyes closed for a moment. Bring your hands together. Rub your hands. And then bring the warm palms of the hands on your eyes. And another time. Bring some heat into the palms of your hands. And place them on the eyes. Slowly release. Let's finish on chanting 3 Oms together. So inhale. Om. Feel vibration in your body. Inhale. Om. That's fine. Inhale. Om. With a smile on your face. Thank yourself for this practice. I say thank you and namaste.